This is what everybody was talking about after the Sacramento Kings beat the Golden State Warriors. And it was Golden State Warriors fan and frequent attendee of their game making the short trip over to Sacramento. E-40, rapper E-40 was there, and he was not very happy because his ass got kicked out of the game. And we're still starting to get details over why. Apparently, he got in an argument with some Sacramento Kings fans, specifically a white woman. And apparently, he was just so judged because of the color of his skin. He got kicked out of the game. E-40, Bay Area rap legend and Warriors fan, ejected from Sacramento's arena as Kings game one win. And he did put out this statement. I don't know if there's anything more fucking ironic than a rapper, like a guy who 20 years ago is doing just like hardcore rap, who is now writing a strongly worded letter to a corporation demanding an apology. But this is where we're at. On Saturday night, I was subjected to disrespectful heckling over the course of the Warriors-Kings game in Sacramento. During the fourth quarter, I finally turned around and addressed one heckler in an assertive but polite manner. This is where our rappers are at now. Shortly thereafter, Kings security approached me, assumed I instigated the encounter, and proceeded to kick me out. Unfortunately, it was another reminder. Despite my success and accolades, racial bias remains prevalent. Security saw a disagreement between a black man and a white woman and assumed I was at fault. I've attended countless games. I've always prided myself on professionalism. I was humiliated by the Kings security, and I'm calling on the franchise to investigate. Let's see what we have here. This is what we saw go down, and I want you guys to tell me what you think. We don't know what started. All we know is what happened after security approached him. Here's E-40 right here, talking to two security guys. Now, you talked about that a little bit, John. Obviously, it looks like he was trying to not be restrained, not have his hand touched.
Right.
Now, I don't think he's trying to hit him or anything like that. It's just like, hey, get the fuck off me type of thing. You know what I mean? Now, he doesn't look super polite here talking to security, all right? Like, I just want to point that out. To me, I know they're getting ahead of it with racial bias. Don't you think that maybe there's a chance it might have more to do with the fact that he was a Golden State Warriors fan in the midst of a sea of Sacramento Kings fans? I don't know. What do you think, Beardo?
I think that if you're already, on a short leash and you are, they're warning you, hey, what the hell happened here with this encounter, with this altercation? And, if you are on the cups of being thrown out of the game, shouldn't you be on your best behavior? Maybe plead with them, maybe talk respectfully and polite to them like you claim that you are. Don't come off like this, because if you are, on the cups of being thrown out, and then you act like this, you're for sure going to get thrown out. No surprises there. If that were me, I would be apologizing. I'd say it's not going to happen again. I'm going to be on my best behavior. If you can move my seat, I would still like to be at the game. That's the kind of approach that you would take. And yeah, he was probably getting heckled, and he was heckling back just like fans do at baseball games, football games. It doesn't matter where you're at watching a ball game. There's always good fun in talking shit to opposing fans at the stadium. But when it gets this far and you have security come up to you warning you that you're about to be kicked out of the game, to me, you should be on your best behavior after that, because you don't want to leave the game. And, he was doing the complete opposite of that.
He wasn't even trying to restrain himself. He was just all in security's face. Look right there. He's just jawing back at the people. He's probably dropping F-bombs right there.
Oh, yeah.
I would imagine. And, of course, what everyone's going to talk about are the people waving goodbye to him, John, because a lot of the Sacramento Kings fans are white.
At all.
Yeah, he didn't do himself any favors. And again, we don't know what started this. I can tell you this. I really don't think that fans should be fucking, unless you're fighting, I really don't think fans should be kicked out of games. I've said the same thing about people who are talking shit to NBA players on the court, like all this stuff. I think that, I think you're going to hear a lot of nasty things at sporting events. That's part of it. That's part of like fandom. That's part of all this stuff.
But you said that you thought he was already getting kicked out. I was like, I don't know if they decided to kick him out before he, he threw up his hand in frustration and got into the guy's face, then that's when I was thinking, okay, he probably is getting kicked out now.
Yeah,
Right.
and this is what everyone's going to talk about. It's the white people waving goodbye. Now, of course, they're Kings fans. They're happy to see the Warriors fan get fucking kicked out because that's how it is at a sporting event. But they've already started with the racial bias stuff. Who knows? Who knows exactly what went down between him and these fans or exactly what was said? We'll probably never actually find out. I don't think people should get kicked out, but it's not a surprise to see a fucking a hardcore rapper, right? Write a strongly worded Karen letter to the Kings organization demanding an apology.